Hello, it's fishbulbgeek, and we are back for some more of the final push. We are going to speak to Grey Warden, find out why we need Grey Wardens to defeat the Archdemon, and see what Morrigan's ritual is. This is actually my second time doing this because my laptop died halfway through my previous attempt at this video, which was a tiny bit frustrating. So, without further ado, there's going to be lots of talking, not from me, but from the characters. So, I won't be saying much for the first part of this video anyway. So, here we go.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no.
House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. Didn't realize you were still up and about. Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arse thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more. Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing? I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
Okay, so that's our dwarf companions. Not going to talk to anybody else. Let's go straight up the stairs. Oh, yeah, and if you need to, there's Boran and Sandal. So if you have any last minute preparations to do, there they are. You could spend time talking to everybody, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to crack straight on. And Morrigan is in our room, waiting patiently for us to have this conversation.
There you are. Let's go see what Riordan has to say.
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
You mean there's more to it than just, say, chopping off its head?
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn? That is exactly what it involves. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead. The Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the blight ends. It is the only way. In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
I mean, that's a heck of a bombshell to just drop on us like that, so thanks, Riordan. And also thanks Duncan, I suppose, and everybody else in the Grey Wardens before they all died for not telling us that rather important fact. Let's see what Morrigan has to say.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be. I offer a way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. It is old magic, from a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names. What I propose is this. Convince Alistair to lay with me, here tonight. And from this ritual, a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed, with no Grey Warden dying in the process. Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
I like that she's known from the very beginning what it takes to slay an Archdemon, and that's why she didn't want to really get close to us, because she knew that if we didn't take her up on the offer, one of us would die, and if we did, she'd be leaving, so...
Even if I thought Riordan could be convinced, he is unsuitable. I need one who has not been tainted for long. It must be him, and it must be tonight. As you wish. Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed. I do not wish to tell you. The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else. Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will. I have no doubt he may, but he will not. It is all I ask for in return. Then you have decided? A wise decision. I shall wait here then while you go and speak with Alistair. I urge you to be convincing.
Don't worry, Morrigan. I can be very convincing. Poor Alistair. He is not going to enjoy this.
I see you can't sleep either. I also saw Morrigan outside your room earlier, and the look she gave me. Ooh, that was icy even for her. Something up? This is what I get for becoming king. Everyone always brings you the bad news. So what is it then? Rats running amok? Cheese supplies run low? I can take it. You mean with the archdemon, right? If you mean running away, I can't do that, but you don't mean that, do you? What is this about? Oh, something Morrigan cooked up, no doubt. What do you need me to do? Cute. This is payback, right, for all the jokes? But you're not joking. You're actually serious? Wow. Be killed by the archdemon or sleep with Morrigan. How does someone make that kind of choice? You're not actually asking me this, are you? What kind of ritual is this, anyway? Who are you talking to? Of course it changes things. What if this is blood magic? I bet it's blood magic, isn't it? Look, even if I was willing to entertain this idea, and I'm not saying I am, is this really what you want me to do? Are you sure? All right, I do trust you, and I'll do it. Oh, where is she? Let's go and get this over with before I change my mind.
Yep, in that chest that I missed is another gift for Logain, another map.
What is it to be, then? Has a decision been reached?
Oh, you know, dinner would have been nice. Maybe a bit of wine. Or you could knock me out first.
Tempting. Still, I am glad to see that it has been done. Let us go somewhere more private, Alistair, and believe me when I say you will not hate this quite so much as you believe.
I'm impressed he's able to perform under that kind of pressure, actually, for the ritual.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. And so we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn Horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. This woman beside me is a native of Ferelden, risen to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. She is proof that glory is within reach of us all. She has survived despite the odds, and without her, none of us would be here. Today, we saved Denerim. Today, we avenged the death of my brother, King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden, for the Grey Wardens!
That's an awesome speech. Alright, it's just me in the squad because everyone, literally everybody's here, so I'm going to take off suppressing facts, I don't need it. Yeah, look, the whole gang is here.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright, let's go far enough forward to find some bad guys.
I'll get on it. Now better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it.
Can I target anybody fast enough to actually get shot off?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now's better than later.
They go down ridiculously quick this early in the battle.
Alright, alright. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it. I'll get on it. Now's better than later. Got it. Alright, alright. I'll get on it.
Alright, that's them all dead.
Alright, alright. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright, everybody dies really quick and easy in this. I think that's everything. Alright, let's go see what Riordan has to say for himself.
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners. We're outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Alistair and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails. I need to go in separately. If we're together, the Archdemon will sense us before we're ready. We're going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
The top of... You want to draw the dragon's attention?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing a lot of harm.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you.
It's not much of a decision, is it? Of course we're going to find out where the generals are.
Neither of them are near Fort Draken currently, but there are too many Darkspawn here to tell you more. There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Okay, so we have to take Morrigan because of the ritual, because she has to be close. We'll obviously take Alistair because not only is he a fellow Grey Warden, he's also a kick-ass warrior, and wind for healing.
Yes.
If you were a male Grey Warden, that would be you. I suppose strictly speaking, I don't need to take Alistair, but it's kind of weird if I don't. But yeah, you. I suppose you don't really need to take him, but it just makes more sense. Because it's Morrigan that's really important here. Do you know what? I think he has a bit of a huff if you try to not take him with you, actually. Morrigan definitely reminds you, if you leave her out of the group, that she needs to be with the group for the ritual to work. So, yeah, it kind of leaves you with just 1 slot. And we're only playing on normal, so we might not need a healer, but the difficulty, just the overwhelming numbers of Darkspawn means it just makes more sense, especially because Morrigan goes down quite easily. Yeah, this is our dream team. I'd love it if I could take Ogren. Ogren's a really good fighter, but we'll stick with it.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Ogren.
Fine. Let's just move into the blasted main event already.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
Well, I mean, that's a lie.
Well, this is it, Warden. When from the blood of battle the stone is fed, let the heroes prevail and the blighters lie dead. As one of the blighters, I sodding salute you. Let's show them our hearts, and then show them theirs.
So the Archdemon is next, is it? Part of me is glad that it has decided to leave me here at the gate, but the other part is apprehensive. It's not that I'm worried about it perishing necessarily. Let's face it, I will be alive long after it has turned to dust anyhow. Still, things have been so much more interesting since it activated me. Shame to end that, really. Of course it will. Well then, I suppose this is it. Have fun storming the castle.
Oh.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last. The Arishok asked, "What is the Blight?" I stand here looking into its eyes, and still I have no answer for him. But perhaps you do. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
So this is it? This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. I wish I could go with you. I respect your decision to keep me here, even though I would have gladly stood by your side even to the death. You have been a true friend, and I will be extremely cross with you if you don't return. Be careful out there. I will see you soon.
Yeah.
Slay dragons without me, hmm? Fine, fine. Say hello to the archdemon for me. He never writes anymore. It's rather distressing. And do watch your back. No getting eaten, unless you think it's really important, of course.
So we head into the city together, as it should be. Once this is done, no matter how it turns out, I will be gone. You are aware of this, yes? You are most welcome. It is, I think, the very least I could offer you. Allow me to say only one thing before we go. I knew nothing of friendship before we met, and I will always consider you such. Live well, my friend. Live gloriously. Now, let us see this finally done. The archdemon awaits.
So, this could be it. Soon this will be finished. One way or another. And I love you. Always.
Wow, that's dramatic. It's touching goodbyes from everybody. I feel sad that I couldn't give Dog a hug or something. And yeah, they're all equally good team members. They're just not the way I play, obviously being a rogue archer. Certainly didn't need Leliana, who is another rogue archer. Severin, I have played it with Severin as a love interest, and he comes along and everything, and he's actually a really good character once you get him leveled up and give him all the good gear. I've never warmed up to Sten, to be honest. I prefer Ogren as a big or little meat shield, actually. I think Ogren's just got better dialogue, and he's funnier, and he's more interesting to have around. Shale is an okay supporting character. If you need another meat shield. Mages are just stupidly overpowered. Morrigan, even though she attracts a lot of attention, she is really powerful when she stays alive. So that's good. Let's level everybody up. I wonder if I should give her more constitution at this stage. Just that little bit of it. See, that's so frustrating. I was one level off getting a master herbalism. So that kind of sucks. We shall give her... What's this last one? Death Hex, that's a good one. We need 76. We could cast that more often. Yeah, do I want weakness for more often, or yeah, weakness. So I'll have to make sure she's got that switched on. Oh no, we can't. That's slightly frustrating. Oh well. Yep, does not matter what I give him, so... Small bonus to nature resistance, that'll do. have space for her to have that in there. I don't, unfortunately. I don't think I can actually get any more slots in there. So I'll just have to remember that that's there. Okay, onwards into battle, I think. Yeah, I've said goodbye to everybody. Everybody's leveled up.
Kill those godless bastards!
Well, he certainly put all his effort into that when he was recording his line, didn't he?
We're counting on you, Warden.
Yep, you sure are, guys.
Make her watch over you!
Okay, I actually think that's a good place to end it. We've had Morrigan's ritual, spoken to Riordan, found out a little bit more about it. We've reached Denerim and breached the gates, and next time we will be going after the generals. And I can't remember exactly what order we're going in, but yeah, it's a shorter episode, but I think that's a natural stopping point to break it up a little bit. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you'll join me for next time. I'm on Twitch, fishbulbgeek. I live stream occasionally, whatever I'm doing on the Xbox One at the time. I'm also on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter for @fishbulbgeek for announcements of the next video, assuming, of course, you don't subscribe to the channel. If not, I hope you consider subscribing. And I'm on Facebook as well, where I'll be putting up links to the newest videos as they come out, as well as any other information on what projects I might be doing next. fishbulbgeek on that as well. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you'll join me next time. Ta-ta for now.